Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let's get into some serious NFL buzz that could shake up the entire NFC East and really turn the tide for the New York Giants. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade that might seem out of left field, but given the Giants' current situation and the state of their defense, it's starting to make a lot of sense. We're talking about the possibility of the Giants landing Nick Bosa from the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, you heard that right. Nick Bosa, one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league, could be wearing the Giants blue very soon. It's a move that could redefine what this team is capable of, especially on defense, and fans are buzzing with anticipation. First, let's set the scene. The 49ers, sitting at 9-4, are still in the playoff hunt, but there's a cloud hanging over their roster. Injuries are piling up, and with an eye toward the future, they might be willing to part ways with their star pass rusher, Nick Bosa. The rumors suggest that San Francisco is open to trading Bosa for a first-round pick in 2026. The 49ers are prioritizing cap space, about $20 million, to work on extensions and rebuilding their defensive front. They're trying to avoid the stagnation they experienced after losing Buckner in 2020, and part of that strategy involves making tough decisions now to stay competitive long-term. Bosa, as many Giants fans know, is a true elite edge rusher. He's been a force since entering the league, with a career tally of 64 sacks, 91 tackles for loss, and 13 forced fumbles over 85 games. His presence on the field is undeniable. In 2025, he's only played 3 games so far due to injury, but even in those limited appearances, he's shown flashes of his game-changing ability. He's recorded 17 combined tackles, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery. His Pro Football Focus pass rush grade of 92. One is among the best in the league, and his EPA per rush sits at plus 0.25, indicating he's a consistent threat to disrupt the offensive backfield. He also wins about 18% of his pass rushes, which is elite, and his minimal YAC and run defense makes him a nightmare for opponents trying to get extra yards after the catch. Now, why would the Giants want to make such a move? Well, the current state of their pass rush is frankly underwhelming. With only 28 sacks on the season, they're underperforming and teams are exploiting their secondary, which has struggled to hold down opposing quarterbacks. The Giants' defense allows about 28 points per game, which isn't enough to compete at the highest level in today's NFL. Adding someone like Bosa would be a game changer. He would instantly lead the defense, bringing a plus 20% projected increase in pressure, and would likely double his current sack production, reaching 12 or more sacks per season. That kind of production elevates the entire defensive unit, creating turnovers, forcing hurried throws, and setting up the offense with better field position. Bosa's presence would also help the Giants establish a new defensive identity. Think about the Steelers with T.J. Watt, creating consistent disruption, forcing turnovers, and elevating the secondary by making quarterbacks more hesitant. Bosa's ability to generate pressure would reduce big plays by approximately 18%, giving the Giants' secondary the chance to play more aggressively, knowing they have a reliable guy up front. His addition would also help the team's overall win rate in pass rushing situations, which currently hovers around 18%. With Bosa, that number could jump significantly, making the Giants much more formidable in third-and-long situations and critical moments. And let's not forget the potential playoff implications. The Giants, sitting at 2-11 but with a lot of room for growth, could become a dark horse in the postseason if they land Bosa. His impact in the playoffs is well documented. He's a difference maker, especially against mobile quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts. His ability to sack quarterbacks who like to extend plays would be crucial in high-stakes games, and his presence could push the Giants' odds of making a deep run from plus 50-0 to a more respectable plus 12-0. It's a bold move, no doubt, but one that could turn a rebuild into a resurgence. Looking at the bigger picture, acquiring Bosa isn't just about winning games now, but about establishing a new era of dominance. Imagine a Giants defense with Bosa leading the charge. creating consistent pressure, forcing turnovers, and setting the tone every game. This kind of impact would mirror what we saw with Watt in Pittsburgh, disrupting plays, creating chaos, and elevating the entire team. Fans have been craving that kind of defensive presence for years, and with Bosa, it's not just a pipe dream. It could be the beginning of a dynasty that challenges the NFC powerhouse teams and makes every Sunday a nightmare for opposing offenses. Of course, there are questions about the Giants' cap situation and whether they're willing to make such a bold move. But given their current struggles, only 28 sacks, giving up 28, 2 points per game, they need to do something drastic. A move like this would send a message that the Giants are serious about competing now and building for the future. They'd be investing in a player who can anchor their defense for years to come, and that would be a massive boost for the locker room, the fan base, and the entire organization. In terms of the long-term outlook, this trade could spark a chain reaction. With Bosa on board, the Giants could become more aggressive in free agency, targeting other key pieces to complement their star pass rusher. It would also send a signal to the rest of the league that New York is back in the conversation, ready to contend and dominate. For fans, this is the kind of move that gets the blood pumping, the kind of signing that turns the tide and makes the Giants a true force to be reckoned with once again. So, what do you think, Giants fans? Is this a move you'd like to see? Would Bosa make the difference necessary to push this team into serious Super Bowl contention? The potential is there, and with the right moves, the Giants could be on the brink of something special. Keep your eyes peeled because if this trade happens, it will be one of the most exciting storylines of the offseason, and it could set the stage for a new chapter in Giants history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if the Giants can pull this off, it would be a game changer. Imagine the impact of Bosa swooping in from the edge, constantly putting pressure on quarterbacks like Hurts, disrupting plays and forcing mistakes. It's the kind of addition that can elevate a team from being decent to a true contender. And considering how close the Giants have been in recent seasons, especially on defense, this could be the missing piece. The division, the conference, and perhaps even the Super Bowl are within reach if the front office makes the right moves now. Of course, there are risks involved. The Giants need to make sure they can fit Bosa's contract under the cap, and they'll need to give up a high draft pick, probably that first-rounder in 2026, and that's not a small thing. But if they believe Bosa can be the cornerstone of their defense for years to come, it might just be worth it. The NFL is all about winning now and planning for the future, and this trade could perfectly strike that balance. In conclusion, the idea of Nick Bosa in Giants blue is more than just a rumor. It's a tantalizing possibility that could reshape the NFC East and set the Giants on a path towards sustained success. His ability to rush the passer, create turnovers, and elevate the entire defense makes him a perfect fit for what the Giants need right now. It's a bold move, but sometimes bold moves are what it takes to turn a team into champions. So Giants fans, get ready for what could be an exciting offseason. The potential of adding a player of Bosa's caliber is enough to make us all dream bigger. The Giants are on the cusp of something special, and this move could be the spark that ignites a new era of dominance. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the New York Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news.